go back to giving my all and trying my hardest, and when I finally finished the test, it was the end of the day, which was Friday. Well, Monday comes around, and as Monday comes around, me and my best friend were walking to breakfast. And now, growing up, I wasn't a skinny kid. I was a chubby kid. So it's one thing I loved. I love me some food. But listen, it's one thing about food that changed my life forever. This one thing was, and still is, a honey bun. I'm gonna tell you about this honey bun right quick. There was a guy that went to my school, right? We called this man Cheeseburger. Now my man Cheeseburger knew about all the snacks. And one day Cheeseburger told me, when you get that honey bun, tell him to warm it up for 15 seconds. So I go over to the cafeteria, me and my best friend. Teacher standing, the cafeteria lady standing out, said, hey, excuse me, can I get the honey bun? She grabs the honey bun, gets ready to hand it to me, and I stop her. I said, could you warm it up? And with a smile on her face, she says, for 15 seconds? I'm like, 15. She must have been talking to Cheeseburger. So she grabs the honey bun, she places it in the microwave, she presses the 1 and the 5. And just as she got ready to press start on that microwave, I don't know if it's just me or all chubby kids do the same, but when she pressed start on that microwave, I started to dance. She opened the microwave, she handed me the honey bun. I look at my friend, he looks at me. I look at the honey bun, I open it, steam coming out, glaze dripping. I took a bite of it. So good. I had it all over my mouth. I'm laughing, walking to class. Teacher standing outside. I look at my homeboy. I said, we got another test? We just took one Friday. It's Monday. She overheard me and said, no, Germard, you're no longer in this class. You're now in our special class. Because you can't read like the rest of the kids. You can't write or speak as properly as the rest of the kids. You are now in our special class. You have dyslexia. And when she said that to me, I heard a noise, so I turned and I looked. My best friend, he was just like, you can't read, you can't write. And my man thought it was funny to laugh at me because I wasn't the same as him. But what I learned in life is not everybody was created to be the same. We're all created to be us, which makes us unique. See, him laughing was like him bullying me. But I learned that when I read a book by Brene Brown that said to fit in is to lose yourself, but to stand out is to become yourself, meaning every single one of you are special and valuable, but you have to understand that you are. So I told myself, when I go home today, I'm not even going to sit by him. I'm going to sit in the back of the bus. Because you know like I know, the back of the bus, that's where the fun at. So I go to the back of the bus, I'm having me a good time. Bus come to a stop at my house, second house to the right. My mom always told me, you get to my house, take your shoes off. So I took my shoes off. I opened the door, and as I closed the door behind me, I heard some weeping and crying. So I looked to my right where the living room was, there was nobody in the living room. I looked to my left, there's a hallway with a slight opening where the kitchen is, and nobody's in the kitchen. There's 4 doors, there's 2 to the left, and there's 2 to the right. The first door to the left is my room, and nobody's in my room. Across from my room is the restroom, and nobody's in the restroom. I'm nervous. And when I was nervous in the 4th grade, 2 things would happen to me. The first thing would happen to me is a nervous giggle like, who in here? And the second thing would happen to me in the 4th grade when I got nervous. It's a secret, so don't tell nobody, okay? Okay? I used to fart. But listen, it wasn't the one with the noise like, no. It was the one only you could hear. So we stepped in this room, I'm just like, I get to the door, I kick the door like I'm the police. I got action. There ain't nobody in there. I look at the last door. The door is kind of cracked, the light is off. As I get closer and closer, weeping crying gets louder and louder. I push the door and I cut the light on and I look. It's my mom sitting on the bed and she's shaking, she's crying. I've never seen my mother cry. So I run over to my mom, I drop to my knee and I say, Mama, why you crying? Please tell me what's going on. My mom looks me in my face, removes her hair and simply just says, you dumb, you stupid, you can't read, you can't write, you can't speak. You're going to be just like your father, nobody. And the words he said, they hurt because words hurt. See, I learned the phrase that says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And it's not true because in football, I broke a bone and it healed. But the words you choose to say, they affect people. See, it's a quote by Maya Angelou. She said, people forget what you say, people forget what you do, but they never forget how they make you feel. And I'm telling you, sometimes what happens is, sometimes we think it's funny to laugh at other people, to joke at other people, but you never know what somebody is going through. See, we go on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and we laugh and we think it's a joke. I was spoken to Arlington School a couple of weeks ago, and a little girl came to me crying. She said, people make fun of me because I gained weight. They call me fat, they call me chubby. It affects me. It hurts me every single day. See, growing up, I didn't have my father, so you laughing at me and joking, it affected me, it hurts. And we think it's a joke. You think it's funny, but you don't know what somebody's going through. You know the pain that person is facing. You have to use your words to uplift people and not bring people down. I looked at myself, I said, I can't read, I can't write, I can't speak. She said, baby, you got dyslexia. It's the one side of your brain is not functional. Sometimes when you speak, you stutter. Sometimes when you read, the words move. I looked at my mom, I said, Mama, stop. I'm not going to be average. I'm not going to be good. I'm going to be beyond great. And from that moment forward, I pushed. Everybody say push.
Push.
I became the first one in my family to go to college and graduate. And I graduated with a communication degree. I mean, I got to be an expert in reading, writing, and speaking. The three things I was told I couldn't do. I just remember walking to an auditorium full of thousands of people screaming and hollering, woo, woo. I'm like, hold on. They cheering for me. I look in the stands, the same woman that cried in that room from hurt and pain was the same woman crying in the stands, my mom. But this time she wasn't just doing any cry. She was doing that cry like, right before you get a whooping, she was like, but she said something. My mom, she said, you did it. And when she said you did it, it simply meant this. No drugs, no alcohol, but finally you believed in you. See, I'm telling every single one of you, when you finally believe in you, you understand how valuable and special you are. See, the teachers can tell you every single day that you're great, every single day that you have what it takes, but you got to believe it. I need every one of you to believe that you are enough, that you have what it takes. So I need everybody in the room right now, I want everybody to say, I'm enough.
I'm enough.
Come on, I need to say it like you need to say, I'm enough.
I'm enough.
Say, I have what it takes.
I have what it
Come on,
takes.
say, I have what it takes.
I have what it takes.
See, most important thing is we have to understand that we're valuable, understand that we are unique, that we're gifted. I need you to look at your neighbor and say, you are enough.
You're enough.
You have what it takes.
You have what it takes.
Come on again. You are enough.
You are enough.
You have what it takes.
You have what it takes.
Because I'm telling you, I'm not just saying these words, I mean this with everything I have. Every single one of you are enough and you have what it takes, but you have to believe it yourself. So I remind myself, as they called my name graduation, that they said, Germard Reed, communication degree. I looked at myself and said, they said I couldn't read, I couldn't write, I couldn't speak. Look at me now. I remind myself every single day to not be average, to not be good, but to be beyond great, because anybody can be average. Anybody can be good, but when you finally believe in you and understand your value, you become beyond great. So now I want you to repeat after me. Say, don't be average.
Be average.
Don't be good.
Don't be good.
Be beyond great.
Be beyond great.
Oh, come on, say it like you mean it. Don't be average.
Don't be average.
Don't be good.
Don't be good.
Be beyond great.
Be beyond great.
Let's give Germard a big hand clap, everybody, all right? All right, we got 30 seconds.